Week number 6, day 1. Determine the 17th shape in the pattern. Here we have a pentagon, a triangle, a square, and a circle. And then the pattern would start back over. So pentagon, triangle, square, circle, pentagon, triangle, square, circle. So to find the 17th shape, I know that this would be my first, the triangle would be second, square would be third, circle would be fourth. Pentagon would be fifth, triangle sixth, square 7, circle would be the 8th shape. Then I would start back over. The 9th shape would be a pentagon, 10th would be a triangle, 11th would be square, 12th would be circle, then start back over. 13th pentagon, 14th triangle, 15th square, 16th circle, and then my 17th shape would be a pentagon. Quinn runs 3 miles 3 times every week. How many miles does Quinn run in 6 weeks? So she runs 3 miles 3 times every week. So week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, in the first week, she runs 3 miles 3 times. So one time she runs 3 plus another time she runs 3 plus another time she runs 3. So week 1 she runs 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 9. All right, and she does this every week. So how many miles does she run in 6 weeks? Well, it would be 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, or we could do 9 times 6. And I know that 9 times 6 would be 54. So Quinn runs 54 miles in 6 weeks. Write less than, greater than, or equal to make the statement true. 54,657, 54,989. And let's see. 54,657, 54,989. Right, both of these numbers have a 5 in the 10,000s place. So these numbers both have 5 10,000s. They also both have 4 thousands. So 54,000 and 54,000, that's the same. Okay, in the hundreds place, we have 600s and 900s. Now, I want you to think about money. If you were saving money to buy something really big that cost $1,000, $900 would be closer to that than $600. You would rather have $900 than $600. Okay, so 900s is greater than 600s. So I know that 54,989 is greater than 54,657. So my sign here, this little mouth, is going to be open towards this number. So I would read this as 54,657 is less than 54,989. 100 divided by 10. All right, if I've got 100 divided by 10. 10 will not go into 1 any times. 10 is too big. I couldn't make a group of 10 if I only have 1. 10 will go into 10 one time. If I have 10, I can make one group of 10. 1 times 10 is 10, so I'm going to take that away. 10 minus 10 is 0, and I'm going to bring down my 0. 10 cannot go into 0 anytime. So if I have 0, I can't make 10. So I have to put my 0 up here. 0 times 10 is 0, and I've got 0 remaining. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. And I also know to check that this number times this number should equal this number. So 10 times 10 does equal 100. Write the number in expanded form, 339,006. All right, so I've got an expanded form. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write it in standard form just so I can do this a little easily. 339,006. So I don't have any hundreds and I don't have any tens. I just have 6 ones. So 339,006. Okay, now if I write this in expanded form, I'm going to start with my 300,000. So 300,000 plus 30,000 plus my 9,000 plus, I don't have to write 0, and I don't have to write that 0. So I can skip all the way over to my 6 because I have 0 hundreds and 0 tens. So now I just have to add plus 6. So 300,000 plus 30,000 plus 9,000 plus 6. Round each number to the nearest 10, then add. 212 plus 87 is about blank. Okay, so I'm going to round each of these to the nearest 10. So 212 plus 87. 212 rounded to the nearest 10. So the 2 is in my ones place, the 1 is in my tens place. Okay, well, it's either going to round to 210 or up to 220. In the middle of 210 and 220 would be 215. 212 is in between 210 and 215. It would be about right here, which is closer to 210. So it's going to round to 210 plus 87. 87 to the nearest tens place is going to round to 80 or to 90. And in the middle is 85. 87 is in between 85 and 90. It would be about right here. And that is closer to 90. So now I've got 210 plus 90. Those are rounded to the nearest tens place, and I'm going to add them. And that gives me 300. So 212 plus 87 is about 300. 40 times 1. Anything times 1 is that number. So 40 times 1 is 40. 40 times 9. Well, I know 4 times 9 is 36. Then I have to add back my 0. That's just a little shortcut. When we have numbers that end with 0 and we're multiplying, we can do this trick. And then 60 times 1, any number times 1 is that number, so 60. List the factors of 19. Is this number prime or composite? All right, well, I know the first 2 factors. Those are always the easiest to think of. It's 1 and that number, so 1 times 19. Now I'm thinking, but I cannot think of any more numbers that I can multiply together to get 19. So when a number only has 2 factors, 1 and itself, that number is prime. $7,678 plus $5,444. 8 plus 4 is 12. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 5 would be 13. So 13,122. And I have to add this dollar sign because we're adding dollars. Fill in the missing numbers to complete the pattern. 89, 85, 81. All right, so first I have to figure out the rule for this pattern. It looks like my numbers are decreasing, which means they're getting smaller. So I think that subtraction might be the rule, but I need to see if I can figure out how many are being subtracted. So 89 to 85, that's a difference of 4. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So 89 minus 4 would be 85. 85 minus 4 would be 81. So I have found that my rule is minus 4. So now I'm just going to continue on with my rule. 81 minus 4 would be 81, 80, 79, 78, 77. 77 minus 4, that would be 77, 76, 75, 74, 73. And then 73 minus 4 would be 73, 72, 71, 70, 69. Are the fractions 1/2 and 3/8 equivalent fractions? All right, well here it's got 1/2 right here on the number line and 3/8 right here on the number line. These two fractions are not at the same spot on the number line, so they are not equivalent. Name two fractions on the number line that are equivalent fractions. Okay, so I see I've got 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, 1, and 0. And then I've got 1/2 up here. 1/2 is on the same mark as 4/8. So I know that these two fractions, 1/2 and 4/8, are equivalent. Oliver earns $4 a day for 7 days for doing chores. Each day, his mom takes out $2 and puts it into a savings account for Oliver. How much money does Oliver get to keep after 7 days? All right, so he earns $4 a day for 7 days. I'm going to make a little chart here. We've got day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and he earns $4 a day. So he got $4 this day. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And each day his mom takes out $2 and puts it into savings. So really, 4 minus 2, he's only keeping 2. 4 minus 2, she's taking it away. He only keeps 2. Subtract 2, that goes into savings. He keeps 2. Subtract 2 for savings. He keeps 2. Subtract 2, he keeps 2. All right, so how much money does Oliver get to keep after 7 days? He gets to keep this. So we have 2 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know that 7 times 2, that would equal 14. So after 7 days, he gets to keep $14. 8,987 minus 8,765. All right, and 7 ones minus 5 ones would be 2 ones. 8 tens minus 6 tens would be 2 tens. 900, minus 7 hundreds would be 2 hundreds. And 8 minus 8 is 0. So we are left with $222. And I think I skipped these two up here. Around 7,667 to the nearest hundred. All right, so I've got 7,667. In the hundreds place, I have a 6. So it's either going to round to 7,600 or 7,700. And in between those two numbers would be 7,650. Okay, so this number, 7,667, is in between 7,650 and 7,700. So this would round to this number, 7,700. Divide the rectangle into sixths. Label each sixth with an appropriate fraction. Okay, so I'm going to split it right down the middle. Right now these are in 2 pieces, so these would be halves. And then I'm going to split it into 6. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal pieces. And each fraction, each piece represents 1